All right, guys, I got a concept for you. Let's say that I had to start from scratch, starting all over. All these fragrances here that you see behind you, they're gone. What fragrances would I have to get back first? Now, this is kind of similar to the idea of 10 fragrances for life, but you know, this time it's not the ones that I'm keeping, it's the ones that I have to get back first. So some of those might be on here, some of those might not be. Some of the fragrances on here might surprise you, definitely some of them won't. But what fragrances, if I had to start from scratch, had to start all over, which ones would I get first? Stick around and find out. Alright guys, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Tyler. This is my channel, Simply Fragrances, where we talk everything fragrance related. We're doing top 10 videos, we're doing seasonal videos, we're doing fragrance reviews, everything that encompasses fragrances you can find right here. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support you have shown me. Guys, we are so close to 1,400. If you guys could, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. If you guys are, you know, an average watcher and you haven't hit the subscribe button, no worries, go ahead, hit it right now. It doesn't cost you a dime. It only helps my channel grow and helps put my videos out on YouTube, and it also lets me know that you guys are liking what you see. So go ahead and do that right now. I would really appreciate that. But let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So like I said, let's just say all these fragrances behind you, they're gone. I had to start over, but I got to keep the same, you know, knowledge that I have now. The experiences that I have with these fragrances are still fresh in my mind. And you know, like I said, I have the knowledge that I know now. What would be the first fragrances that I grab? What are the fragrances that I have to get right back in my collection immediately? Let's go ahead and get into this video, and let's start with the first fragrance. Alright guys, so the first fragrance on the list should come as no surprise at all. I've said multiple times, I don't care how expensive this gets, if it gets discontinued, it could be $1,000 and I would still pay for it because of the sentimental value that I have with this fragrance. I overall just love this fragrance. It's one of my all-time favorites, guys. What fragrance am I talking about? This is Versace's Man Fraiche, and I love this stuff, guys. Super versatile. It is a Swiss Army knife, in my opinion. You could dress this up, you could dress it down, wear it casual, go to work, go to the office, go to a wedding, go to church, whatever you guys need to do. This fragrance has you covered. Super bright, fresh, citrusy, has this star fruit note in here. Absolutely an amazing fragrance, in my opinion. Great starter fragrance. If you guys are new to the fragrance game and you need something you can wear literally anytime, anywhere, any season, doesn't matter. This is the fragrance for you. And this is also a fragrance that I would have to get back in my collection immediately. All right, guys, so I do want to preface, there is no really like budget on this. This is just fragrances that I would have to get back in my collection immediately. I have done a video in the past where it's like, you know, had to build a starter pack for like $250, $500, something like that. This is just fragrances that I would have to get back in my collection immediately. The next fragrance on the list, guys, should come as no surprise as well. I love this stuff, guys. This is Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. This is a staple on this channel, and for good reason, guys. This is an amazing, amazing fragrance. This is one where it just calls to be dressed up. It's for the modern gentleman. It's a great office style fragrance. It's a great, you know, going to work type of fragrance. It beckons to be dressed up a little bit. Wear this on a wedding, a date night, you know, like a formal dinner, something in that occasion, guys. This is the stuff that you want to reach for, and this is the stuff that I reach for very often whenever I have to make important business decisions. I do run my own business, you know, going to clients, you know, talking big deals, stuff like that. This is one that I feel confident in. It's a self-confidence booster. I feel great. I feel masculine. This is one that I would definitely have to get back in my collection. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list has quickly become an all-time favorite of mine. I love this stuff. It is so good for the spring and summer. You can wear it all year round. There's a bit of a woody dry down to it, but this really just, it begs to be worn in the spring and summertime. What am I talking about, guys? This is Aqua de Jo. This is Absolute, and I absolutely love this fragrance. I hate that joke because I say it every time, but it just fits. I mean, you got to, right? This stuff, it is so versatile, so fresh, so clean, kind of fresh out the shower, but without having that shower gel type of vibe. It's not really a blue style fragrance, even though there is kind of a, you know, citrusy, woody kind of facet going on to it. Don't think of it as a blue style fragrance. This is just a very clean, fresh, hop out the shower style fragrance. There is a bit of a melon note in here. There's an ozonic note in here, but there is woody dry downs to it. So it can be worn, like I said, even into the fall and winter. It just might seem a bit misplaced with the citruses and the melons up top, but this stuff is absolutely amazing. And like I said, guys, these are not exactly fragrances that I'm saying that you guys should get, you know, as a starter pack or anything. These are just fragrances for me and my own personal journey, fragrances that I truly love. These are ones that I would have to have back in my collection. So I'm not saying these are ones that you have to get first or anything like that. This is just my own personal list, and I love this stuff, guys. If you like the Invictus Aqua style DNA, something, you know, and the, you know, Versace Hawass, or, you know, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, you know, that style, this is also in that same vein. But in my personal opinion, this is the best one. That's just me personally. I love this stuff. So good, guys. Aqua de Joe Absolute. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on this list is one that obviously I would have to have back in my collection ASAP. That's why it's on here. But also, it taught me a lesson, and I'll be vulnerable with you guys just for a moment. You know, for me and my own personal journey with fragrances, it's always going to be a journey. It's always going to be ever expanding, ever changing. But for me, whenever I very first came into the fragrance game, started to heavy collect, I was a very big niche head. Like, you know, almost all of my stuff was niche. I did have a couple cheapies here and there, but for the most part, I was really trying to go for quality over quantity. And I've now realized that some fragrances, they can do just the same thing, if not better, but for a lesser price. And guys, this is so this is Club de Nuit Sillage. And the reason why I say this taught me a lesson is because I'm very much of a Creed fan, or at least, you know, what they used to put out. The new stuff, not so much, especially with the newer batches of Silver Mountain Water. It lasts maybe 30 minutes, and that's not an exaggeration. Literally, I can spray on my hand, and within 30 minutes I'm having to press my nose up directly to my hand to get a whiff of this stuff. It's very sad, and it's honestly a travesty what they're doing to their fragrances, upping the price but yet lowering the performance. And, you know, I'm gonna be bold on there and say that it is what it is, guys. I'm here to give you honest thoughts and honest opinions and honest reviews. In my opinion, you don't need Creed Silver Mountain Water whenever this stuff is around, guys. $40 to $45 all day long. You're gonna get better performance, you're gonna get longer longevity, and it smells exactly the same, in my opinion. It's your own personal journey, but for me, this one wins 10 times out of 10 over Silver Mountain Water, Club de Nuit Sillage. Alright, guys, the next fragrance on the list absolutely needs no introduction. It is a staple on this channel. I'm the face for this fragrance. I'm the ambassador for this fragrance. So if you've been a part of the channel, you know what I'm talking about, guys. But if you want something for the high heat, high humid weather that you get here in the South, at least where I'm from, Mont Blanc Starwalker, it's got you covered. Guys, I have to have this back in my collection. I don't think I'll ever have to run out. I have several backup bottles because this has been discontinued, but you can still find it pretty easy. Ross's, TJ Maxx, Burlington, places like that, even discounted sites, you can still find it pretty readily available. So this stuff, like I said, guys, it is a perfect summer, hot heat, high humidity type of fragrance. If you don't really know what to wear, or if it's honestly just too hot to wear anything else, this one has got you covered. Very bright, fresh citruses in the opening. It's got this bamboo note. It is just absolutely amazing, and I love this stuff, guys. Absolutely amazing. Mont Blanc Starwalker had to be back in this list. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on this list should come as no surprise. This made several of my videos last year. I love this stuff. Going into the fall and winter months, guys, it's just an amazing fragrance. I had to get it back in my collection. What am I talking about? This is Halloween Man X. Beautiful coffee, tobacco, sweet vanillic kind of a vibe, but it does have this kind of citrusy freshness to it, and it almost kind of leans in the blue style tinge towards a fragrance. Not quite shower gel like, but it does have this blue vibe to it, and it's kind of fitting because the bottle is like this dark kind of black up top and then goes down into like more of a lighter blue tint to it. But this stuff is absolutely amazing, very, very strong. 5-6 sprays, you're good literally all day. If you're going to be out and about, if you're going to be in close proximity to people, 4 sprays absolutely should do the job for you. And if, like you said, if you like coffee, tobacco-y type of fragrances, a little bit chocolate in here, this is definitely the one to go. And this is one that I would have to get back in my collection immediately. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on this list is going to be, in my opinion, meant for more spring, kind of fall, wintry type vibes. You can't wear it into the summer if you don't have a lot of humidity. At least where I'm from, it just gets too hot and a little bit too thick for this fragrance. But if you live in a drier climate, then hey, by all means, I think this can be definitely all year round. What fragrance am I talking about, guys? This is the new Dior Home 2020. And in my personal opinion, say it with me, my opinion, not yours, not a fact, my opinion, which I'm entitled to. This is my favorite of the Dior Home line. I do love the Parfum. I do love the Intense. I love the regular. This one just hits different for me. Now, a close second behind this, maybe even tied with this, is the discontinued Dior Homme. Oh, I love the creamy iris on that one, and I really do enjoy the Intense. The Intense is just right behind this one as well. But this one for me, it's just more modern, it's fresh, it's got this spicy, woody dry down. It is absolutely an amazing fragrance. This to me is, if I'm gonna go out with my boys, if I'm gonna go out on a date, something like that, where you don't have to get super dressed up, but it does maybe call for like a nice polo, a nice, button down t-shirt, like a Tommy Bahama, something like that. Those are really in style right now, at least where I'm at. Those types of t-shirts are just perfect for this fragrance. It can be all year round. For me, it's more spring, fall, and winter, just because the humidity does play a factor into what you wear. But this stuff is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I wear this often to go to bed. I know that might sound weird, but it's just a great smelling fragrance and I love it. I would have to have it back in my collection immediately. Dior Homme 2020, had to make this list. And say it with me one more time, my opinion, not yours, not a fact, my opinion, this is my favorite. Deal with it. All right, guys, so if you've been part of my channel for any length of time, you know that I love the barbershop fragrances. It's who I am. I love them. There's just something masculine about it that just pays homage to fragrances that have come in the past and really set the stage for, modern days men's fragrances. I love it. Now, this fragrance just so happens to be my favorite barbershop fragrance. I would absolutely have to get a second bottle or a new bottle, whatever, get it back in my collection immediately. You probably know what I'm talking about. This is Gravitas Parfum. This stuff is absolutely killer, guys. I love this fragrance. It puts a smile on my face every time I wear it. It is a happy fragrance for me. It brightens my mood, uplifts my moods. It makes me feel confident. I know that I smell great. And even though my wife really doesn't care for the barbershop style, she doesn't mind this one. And so I get to wear it around her. And it just makes me feel confident. It makes me feel like a masculine gentleman. Now, if you like barbershop style fragrances, or if you're wanting to dip your toes in the water with the barbershop style, but you don't want something that's going to smell super old or grandpa-y, as some of my youth students have said in the past when I wore this. This stuff, it has a modern twist to it. You get this bright orange blossom in the opening with some sweet vanilla. There's a creamy lavender facet to this. This is just an amazing fragrance, guys. And even the bottle, everything about this fragrance is perfect to me. I don't give out like perfect, ratings very often. This is perfect for me and in my opinion. Gravitas Parfum absolutely had to be back in my collection. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list is going to be kind of a showstopper. It's going to be that wow factor of a fragrance for the fall and winter months. I wore this last Thanksgiving, so this is kind of a more special occasion style fragrance for me. I love this stuff, guys. This is absolutely amazing. This is Andy Towers, and this is L'air du Desert Moroccan. This is an amazing woody, ambery, cedar, just spicy style fragrance, guys. If you like cinnamon, nutmeg, coriander, amber, cedar, patchouli, guys, this is all in here. There's kind of like this almost berry note in here that I can't quite figure out, and it is just it's amazing, guys. This is perfumery at its finest. This is a bit of an expensive one, don't get me wrong. I think I paid like 140, 150, somewhere in that for this, and it's only 50 mLs, but it is absolutely worth it. Very strong, so you know, 2 to 3 sprays if you're going to be in close proximity with people. You know, it can fill a room, or if you're going to be out and about, you know, going on a hayride or something like that, you know, doing some sort of fall activity, maybe going to look at Christmas lights with the family, you know, who knows what you're doing in the colder weather. But if you're going to be outside doing something, you can get away with maybe, you know, 3, 4, 5 sprays, and the scent trail that you're going to leave behind you is absolutely intoxicating. It is a bit, you know, of a thicker style fragrance, so if, you know, sweet kind of thick style fragrances don't resonate with you, you know, go easy on the trigger. But like I said, guys, absolutely stunning, amazing fragrance. Andy Towers Leather Desert Moroccan had to be on this list. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list, I don't have a bottle of, so I'll leave a picture of it, but I have been wearing it the past couple of days, and I'd say over the past couple months I've been testing this one out, and I've really grown to really enjoy it. I don't know why I'm late to the party, but this one, it just does it for me. If I had to restart all over, I would have to get this one because I'm currently looking for a bottle at a good price, guys. This is the little sample I have, and this is Bleu de Chanel. This is the Parfum. I have a sample over on my counter, and I have another sample over there of the EDP and the EDT. The Parfum has just been where I've landed. I love it. It's still got that classic Bleu de Chanel vibe, but the sandalwood in here, it's mesmerizing. I love this fragrance. It is a bit pricey for what you're getting, but I was talking to Chris Fox just yesterday about this, and he says this is the closest you're gonna get to a niche blue fragrance. Now, there are other ones, you know, like Sedley by Parfums de Marly, but I don't know, it's a good fragrance, but in my opinion, it's not worth the price tag. Now, just saying that this one, to me, it's very versatile, very applicable to any situation. It's great for any age bracket. You could wear this from high school up until you're 100. Like, there's really no areas where this isn't just hitting. I love this stuff. It was my scent. I haven't been my scent of the day yet. I do have, like I said, I'm testing the EDT, I'm testing the EDP, which is currently my scent of the day, and then tomorrow I'm going to be rocking this bad boy. But I have went into Sephora and Macy's, Dillard's, places like that, gotten samples of it, wore it around the house, wore it out for date nights, wore it, you know, just running errands. And I love it, guys. So that would definitely be one that I would have to get back in my collection, or I guess add to my collection. I guess I can technically say I have it in my collection because it's right here and I have several other samples, but a full bottle, that would be one that I definitely want in my collection. So Bleu de Chanel Parfum had to make this list. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on the list, you know, I really try, you know, not to make just, you know, a house saturate a video, but I just can't help it, guys. This is only the second one on here as of yet, but guys, I love this fragrance. It is absolutely amazing. It's a perfect spring and fall time fragrance. It is absolutely a masterpiece in my opinion, and as well as many others. Some people say that this is the best from the house. I'm excited to see what Leather Tobacco does. So obviously, you know, I'm talking about Zaharoff. Guys, this is Signature Rosé. This is a masterpiece. Literally a masterpiece. There's no two ways about it. It is the perfect rose fragrance. It's juicy, it's sweet, it's masculine, it's unisex, it's everything you want in a bottle and more. It is sneaky strong. I do go a bit of a anosmic to it at around the 2.5 hour, and I can't really smell it, but it is projecting and people around me can smell it. And what's amazing about this fragrance is as your body heats up, the oils start to heat up, and it's almost like you re-sprayed it again. So in the summertime, this is actually a pretty decent fragrance to wear, because as you start to heat up and sweat and stuff, this, you know, it opens up and it's almost like you just re-sprayed it. But if you just, wow.
That's all, folks.
If you want to get into rose fragrances, this is definitely one that I recommend. This needs to be a part of your collection. This needs to be back in my collection if I ever had to regain all of my fragrances. Rosé definitely is worth it, and in my opinion, had to be back in my collection. Alright guys, so the next fragrance on the list is a bit of a showstopper, and it's meant for special occasions, and honestly, in my opinion, the name suggests that. It pairs so perfect with the name, and you know, pairing that with a special event. Now you might know what I'm talking about because I kind of say that a lot when I talk about this fragrance, but guys, coming from the house of Amouage, this is Jubilation, and this is just ridiculous, guys. This is an amazing fragrance. I wear this all the time in the fall time. It is, in my opinion, one of the best fall fragrances on the market. It's one of the best fragrances ever made. Like, this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. I love the blackberry, the honey, the incense, the oud, frankincense, myrrh. It literally has everything but the kitchen sink in here. Absolutely amazing. And for as thick and as, you know, meant for the cold weather as this is, guys, this actually does make a surprisingly good summer date night fragrance. If you're going to be dressed up, you know, you have to be kind of dressed up, otherwise it might seem misplaced or just seem out of sorts. But if you have a nice button-up style t-shirt or something and do 2, maybe 3, but somewhere in that 2 spray range, this makes a great date night on the summer, guys. It is absolutely amazing. Love this stuff. If you guys haven't got your nose on it, definitely recommend it, but this would definitely have to be back in my collection ASAP. So we're down to the last 2 fragrances. I know, finally, but this next fragrance, guys, I have to have a leather-based fragrance, and I love this. It is unique, it's different, it's just classy, guys. It cuts through the cold air. It is meant for, you know, the spring, fall, and winter. Not really a summertime fragrance, in my opinion. It's just too thick. It's too much for the summer heat. But guys, in the fall and winter and early spring, the Cobra and the Canary, let me turn it around, there we go. The Cobra and the Canary from Imaginary Authors. It's just a magic fragrance, guys. The leather, the lemon, the asphalt, the orris root, it's amazing, guys. I love this stuff. Very unique, not your everyday leather style fragrance. It is, like I said, a bit of a weird kind of opening to it with the lemon and the leather in there, but it works, guys. It's so amazing, guys. If you like perfumery, if you like to stand out from the crowd, this will definitely do that. And it's a strong fragrance, guys. You're going to be getting 8 to 10 hours depending on how many sprays you do, but guys, this stuff is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Imaginary Authors, the Cobra and the Canary, had to make this list. All right, guys, so we're finally down to the last fragrance. Thank you so much for being patient with me. But this last fragrance, it is another showstopper, super unique. Like, I absolutely love this stuff. Justin from Stay Fresh Productions, or just Justin Copeland on YouTube, he agrees. Kuba knows, he agrees. Chris Fox, he agrees. Everyone that has smelled this agrees. It's an amazing fragrance, guys, and I just got it, so I would definitely have to get it back in my collection. This is Ganymede, guys, by Marc-Antoine Barrois. It is, I just butchered that name, sorry. Marc-Antoine Barrois, there we go. This stuff is absolutely ridiculous, guys. There's not green apple listed in here, but I definitely get this green apple note in the top. It's got this Aventus in here. It's got this kind of dry hay kind of style to it, with this suede leather, kind of earthy, minerally, metallic. It is just absolutely amazing, and it is nuclear, guys. 3 sprays, I kid you not, 3 sprays is all you need of this stuff if you're gonna be in close proximity, if you're gonna be out and about walking, you know, by people, you're just gonna be out and about. 4 sprays is really all you need, guys. This stuff is a crazy room filler. The scent trail that you leave behind you is absolutely insane. I've had people from across the street tell me that I smell good because, you know, I was walking my dogs and they just happened to come in right behind me. I'm already across the street. They can smell me. They say, hey, you smell fantastic. Guys, this stuff is absolutely ridiculous. Ganymede, you guys need to get your nose on it. Quentin Bish did a fantastic job on this. This is, in my opinion, this is perfumery at its finest, guys. Ganymede had to be there. All right, guys, like I said, sorry the video went so long, but I wanted to be real. I wanted to give, you know, my thoughts and opinions on stuff, and I wanted to get a list that I was like, this would be what I have to get first. This is where I feel like I can stop. Like, I can't stop until I get at least these back in my collection. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of the list. Some of these obviously you saw coming, but maybe some of them you didn't. Let me know in the comment sections which ones maybe like, oh, I wouldn't have thought that. But obviously Star Walker, you saw that coming, a couple others. But let me know what are some of the fragrances that if you had to start all over, what would be the first ones that you go to, guys. So be sure share, and comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel again, almost at 1,400. I'm gonna catch you in the comment sections. I'll catch you on the next video. And remember, if you love it, wear it.